Ladies, gentlemen, and genetic anomalies, what's happening? I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. If not, hopefully this stream makes your day at least a little bit better. I'm coming to you live from the East Coast of the United States of America, and today we have a whole lot of things to talk about. First of all, we're going to be doing a little W or L of the first week of the Trump administration, going through a lot of his executive orders. The executive orders are the majority of what he has done so far. Then after that, we're going to be talking about the conspiracy theories surrounding Elon Musk's salute. We'll have a lot of people out here claiming that Elon Musk did the salute as an ode to the infamous German party that rose to prominence in the 1940s. I'll be talking about that as well. Also later in the day, if I'm lucky enough, we will be having Mr. Pizza on the stream to discuss something. He actually didn't say what he wants to talk about, but we'll be talking about that as well. Oh, also, my sister gave me these. She'll actually be pretty mad if I don't try these. My sister gave me some Doritos. You guys know that she likes to give me snacks and treats here and there to review on the stream. So I'll actually be revealing these. I'll also be reviewing these as well. Actually, hold on. You know what? Well, there was actually one thing I wanted to talk about before I got to the Doritos, but let me read the chats because I do see some chats coming in from some people. Also, it's nice to see you guys in the chat. The Angry Canadian and Mr. Pizza as well. Two of the homies, two of the OGs. The Angry Canadian says, so Trump announced there's two genders. Yes, very big and revolutionary. Be interesting to see how much compatibility the human race is able to discover between those two genders. Don't worry, I'll be talking about that in the W or L section. Believe me. Mr. P says, Newbie, I sent you something hilarious to react to. Smosh, but it's E Productions. It's in React requests. Oh, hold on, let me check this. And by the way, you can click the not click, but you can type the link in the on the screen. It's dscrd.ntnwb.cdc. That's the place you want to be if you want to chat with me. But also you could send React requests. If you send stuff in there, then I'll take a look at it. I might react to it on stream. You know what? This is actually just a minute long and 21 seconds, so I might as well take a look at this. It says the Angry Canadian says trade Russia ends the war. I see. I'm misreading it. Trade Russia ends the war in exchange for USA's Anthony Fauci. I mean, what would Russia do with Anthony Fauci? I don't understand. That doesn't make any sense. I just turned off the auto duck there, but that doesn't make any sense. What would Russia do with Anthony Fauci? That doesn't make any sense at all. The Angry Canadian said, well, so did the Democrats. The Democrats did the same 1940 salute too. I mean, hey, you know, what is it? You don't ask a woman how much she weighs, a man how much he makes, and a Democrat what they were doing during the Civil War. Those are the three things that you don't ask people. Mr. Pizza says, by the way, the React request is very short, like 1 minute. Yeah, so I'll go ahead and react to this here. This is a video by Mr. Pizza. It's called Smosh, but it's E Productions. Now, I do admit I did not grow up watching Smosh. I don't know very much about Smosh. Is it like a Disney Channel show or something? No. They were YouTubers, right? Anthony Padilla is one of the members. I think they just started it back up again a year or two ago. Kind of cool. But anyways, here is Smosh with E Productions. I'm assuming that this is like a meme video.
In about 1 second, you will hear a man say, "Fuck off!"
The Angry Canadian.
Why?
No! Said in the chat.
Swear on my eternal
I make 32,000
Oh
a
yeah,
year.
that's Anthony Padilla. Oh wait, hold on. I need to turn off the TTS just for this video, so I can understand what they're saying here.
In about 1 second, you will hear a man say, "Fuck off!"
What?
Oh, shut your fucking face.
No! I swear on my eternal love for
OnlyFans.
I'll make you
Gay?
What? Oh, okay. That's not what I was expecting him to happen when he knelt down, but okay, I'll go back.
Ian?
Sorry, I'm laughing more because of recent events than anything else. Elon Musk moment. Okay.
You okay, man?
Yeah, I just had some kind of weird muscle spasm and punched myself in the head.
Titties!
Ian, I've got to say,
What?
out of all the people I've interviewed for this job, there's something about you I really like. Why don't you tell me a little bit about why you'd like to be a substitute teacher?
Well, I really love my dick.
What? Hey, for the blue state, that's all you need. No, not a blue state, just public school systems.
Sorry, what I meant to say is that I really love working with
Rhino jizz.
Excuse me?
no, nothing. I think I just have something wrong with my boner.
Maybe we could take this up a different time. Why don't you plan on
Sex, 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 sex.
Dude, I got the job. He said he really loved my
Porn.
What did I just watch? I'm so confused. Now, see, and to be fair, like I've never really been into YTPs like that, but I'm like, what is this? What did I just watch? Oh man, are these maybe these are clips of E-Production speaking on top of Smosh? But still, it's like, what? It's so confusing. But it's cool that you like found a way to make content. I mean, it was well edited for sure, but also it includes another content creator. So it's kind of like a mixture of like original content, but also like promotion. That's kind of neat. I did not know you had a Twitch account. Mr. Pizza Raccoon. Interesting. I had no idea that you had a Twitch. That's pretty cool. I'll have to follow on my personal Twitch account. Well, it's not personal. It's just my Twitch account. You know, who am I kidding? I don't have a professional one. This is what, not even YTP, just comedy. Yeah, I mean, not exactly for me, but yeah, maybe for somebody else. Also in the chat, let me know if the sound you had crazy spikes, because I did put on very, very heavy compression that was supposed to keep sounds like that from startling people. So didn't really startle me, but just because I've seen a lot of the stuff that you guys have sent me over the years. Oh man. The Angry Canadian says my university got rid of its DEI program. Ooh, W, dude. Donald Trump has been president for a week and he's already fixing Canada. Angry Day says I still make YTPs here and there. Yeah, I mean, I think you stream yourself making the YTPs, which is pretty cool. That also is original content for sure. Oh, I forgot about these. My younger sister gave me these to try on stream. She likes them. She actually gave me to them like a few days ago when I was planning a stream, but then I got like busy and stuff got in the way, so I wasn't able to. And every day she's been asking me for these again because she likes these so much. So I'll have to see if they're all they're cracked up to be. There's a big red word on here that is already a green flag in my eyes, sriracha. So these are golden sriracha, tangy and sweet Doritos. Are these actually, does this actually have sriracha in it though? I don't actually see sriracha in the ingredients, which is an L for sure. But anyways, I'm gonna try these and see what I think. Oh, in the back it says, this bold twist on sriracha is pure gold. Interesting. They smell like remember those purple there were like this these spicy Doritos that they made in the purple bag. I forget what it was called. I reviewed them on stream one time. This smells exactly the same. It's exactly the same. Doesn't look like there's a whole lot on the chip either. Dude, this tastes exactly like sriracha. Oh, that's right. I turned off the autofocus. I forgot about that. But this tastes exactly like sriracha. This is awesome. I will say it's a little bit sweeter than most sriracha is. I think, like, I'm getting all the flavor sriracha, but very little of the spice. Like I said that last sentence, I did get a little bit of the spicy feeling in my mouth. And still, not a lot. I mean, I get more spice from having Frank's Red Hot sauce. And that's basically just vinegar sauce, honestly. It's like a vinegar base. Kind of weak. These don't even count as spicy in my opinion. Yeah, see, it says tangy and sweet. Tangy and sweet. So hold on. This bold twist on sriracha is pure gold. It's just sweet. There's like, oh man, this is annoying. There's barely any spice to this. Barely any spice. Like, not that it tastes bad, okay? These are definitely good chips. If you want like a sweet chip, get this. But at the same time, like, who goes up to someone and says, hey, can you give me something sriracha flavored? Because I want it to be sweet. Like, nobody says that. Nobody says that. Still, though, I can't knock it too much because it tastes frighteningly similar to sriracha. Like, it tastes like you took sriracha and took out all the spice rather than just something generically sweet. So there is that as well. There are other sweet Doritos chips, I think, but none of them taste as much like sriracha as this does. And these are kind of addicted. I was not initially planning on eating this many Doritos. So I have to force myself to put them down. These are good. I would recommend this to I'd recommend this to sriracha stans, like big fans of sriracha who are gonna look at something like this and be like, oh, well, does it really taste like sriracha? Like, yes, this is something I would recommend to you. But if you're looking for something that's spicy like sriracha, no, I would not recommend this to you. I think the niche for people who this is for is people who are curious to see if anyone could actually pull this off, but also for people who want a sweet Dorito chip but are unsatisfied with the ones that already exist, I think this is going to be the perfect one for you guys. Kind of niche, but I mean, a golden sriracha Doritos chip is always going to be a little bit niche, so can't really fault them for that. All right, let's see. We've got other topics to get to. Oh, also, real quick, I did want to talk about the Destiny situation very briefly. I don't really have a whole lot to say, and I don't need to say a whole lot because it's not like I've covered Destiny very heavily in the past. I think the most I talked about him was when he was like cheering for the deaths of Trump supporters and saying that the earth would be a better place if they all had died. Which was like when I stopped watching him. I had watched him for a little bit, especially during his like Israel-Palestine arc, because he did a lot of research on Israel-Palestine, which I felt like not a whole lot of people who were participating in Israel and Palestine discourse were doing. So I really, of course, I really respected that because, you know, a lot of people were just shooting from the hip, not really knowing what they were talking about. I found that kind of annoying. So it was nice to see someone talking about the situation who knew what he was talking about and was willing to sort of take a stand and have an unpopular position as well. And he's taken unpopular positions on other things in the past as well, to the point where he's been called like transphobic and things. So I sort of appreciated his willingness to go against the grain. It's one of the things I liked about him. Also, him being someone on the left who was willing to give the benefit of the doubt to some people on the left and some people on the right as well. That's actually part of the reason why, when he was calling for the death of Trump supporters, essentially, I stopped watching him, was because he sort of like outgrew his usefulness to me. It's like, I want someone who is going to try to be neutral, try to be fair, and try to be objective. And then as soon as he saw that the assassination attempt on Donald Trump had failed, then he sort of, his head exploded and he went into a rage, because he's like, oh my goodness, how could you miss? You had one shot, and now the security is going to be upped and Donald Trump will never get killed. Like, that's like the impression that I got from watching Destiny's content after the assassination attempt. It was like, this guy was just extremely disappointed. It's like if you're like your favorite NFL team makes it all the way to the Super Bowl and then they lose, and then like two of their star players decide to retire, then like, of course, you'd be in a rage and then be angry at your coach or management or whatever, because you're like, man, we had one shot and we just failed. That's kind of the vibes that I got off of Destiny after that whole situation. But now there's this whole other situation, which is big and even worse. And I'll be, family friendly and appropriate as much as I can be when it comes to this whole situation. But essentially, it boils down to Destiny secretly leaking certain interactions that he was having with various female content creators, and then leaking them to other people. And the content was of a very, I guess, sensitive nature. And so he's running around leaking all this stuff to various people, and I guess he's trying to get people to interact with him, and so he's sort of like using that content to woo them, bragging about his prowess and the things that he's capable of physically. But it's wild, it's crazy, but it left the victims of this very distraught, because there are rules to this, right? There are rules. There are laws, like you can't leak stuff like that without the other person's consent. And some of these people, I think, didn't even know that they were being recorded. Some people did know they were being recorded, but didn't want the content to be sent to other people. And Destiny has done this with multiple people, I believe. That's the impression that I get. It's just very, very slimy, very, very snaky. And it's sort of, it's one thing to stop watching someone because they have bad political takes, or stop watching someone because they've said hypocritical things, or I don't know, you're just like, I can't get down with that, or you're not interesting anymore. Like I like Jordan Peterson, but I don't watch him anymore because his content isn't as interesting to me anymore. That's different than actively doing bad things to people, and like doing emotional manipulation, emotional abuse, those types of things. I cannot get down with that. And there's more stuff as well, because as people have been digging into previous dramas and DMs that Destiny's had with people, they've been like, oh, wow, he actually was very like two-faced in these situations. He would say nice things to this one person in these very sensitive DMs, and then talk mean about them in public, and then making these people cry and then feel bad about themselves and think about IRL rage quitting and all these things. It's like, this dude is probably the scummiest content creator that I've ever observed. It's definitely the scummiest political commentator that I've ever observed. And this, of all the people that I've watched and seen do streams and stuff over the years, other than Ice Poseidon, I think this guy probably is going to be the first one that I've seen like actually go to jail. We have people who are filing police reports against him. He's getting sued. This dude is going to get very hard, going to get hit very hard. And I don't know if this is something that he can come back from, especially if he's in jail. I don't think he's going to be able to stream in jail, so there's that as well. But at the end of the day, it's really tough, because you could prosecute this dude, but we're not going to be able to give back the victims the peace of mind that they had before. It's very, very unfortunate. And the damage that's been done, you cannot repair or revoke merely by slapping on some handcuffs and throwing them in a closet. Like, it's going to take a while for these people to like heal from what's occurred as well, because I think that some of this stuff happened as recently as like 3-4 years ago. So very, very terrible situation, and I feel bad for all of the victims. And what this basically means is, on my streams. I know I haven't talked about Destiny very much, but I'm not really going to promote or talk about him anymore. I'm not going to recommend people watch his stuff. If you want to watch stuff from the left-wing perspective, you're probably better off watching someone like David Pakman. I know some people in my Discord already are watching some of David Pakman's stuff, and I'm sure that if you're a leftist, you probably have a lot of folks like MSNBC and CNN and whatever that you enjoy watching as well. There are other content creators on the left. Ezra Klein, I think there's some New York Times podcasts that nobody listens to outside of big urban cities. Positive America. There are other people that you can watch. Just don't go to Destiny anymore for your content, because he seems like a scummy dude. I don't think that his stuff is worth supporting, even with the view. If you want to peek in here and there, see how he crashes out when he returns in February. He says he's going to return to streaming in February. Maybe, but beyond that, like, I would not recommend giving this guy unwarranted attention, because he doesn't deserve it, and it only helps him. I don't recommend like kicking him when he's down. I don't recommend harassing him or anything like that. I would just say avoid him on the internet. Because he's a bad dude. Bad news. His community has definitely gone off the cliff. His community has been justifying this behavior in a way that's been despicable as well. So avoid them all at all costs. That's what I would say. Here, let me read some chats before I go into the two segments that I wanted to do. Because I did see some chats come through. Mayor Canadian says, I just plaster random ideas. Well, that's the way to go, That's how you, you let your creativity run wild if you decide to do that. You don't restrain yourself. It's kind of nice. You don't fit yourself into a box. Pretty cool. Mayor Canadian said, I did a face reveal. Oh, really? Hold on, wait, let me see if I can find a, if I search the Angry Canadian, I don't think your channel shows up. No, I see Angry Canadian Immigrant. That's funny. What does a Canadian immigrant have to be angry about? There we go. Oh, there's the other Angry Canadian. So this guy, when you searched Angry Canadian, this dude used to show up. But I guess he's changed his name to Zodai Care. So now this is the only Angry Canadian that exists. Let's see. Face reveal? Where would the face reveal be? Oh, face reveal and pepper update. Oh, wait, these are the peppers he was talking about. In my
Howdy, friends.
in the chat
Angry
earlier.
Canadian here, and I'm here to show you my pepper farm. And
You look like you're about to kill me in my slip, dude. Why? There's gotta be a way that you can make content like this or cover your face without like looking like a terrorist. From like the 50s or something.
Here, and I'm here to show you my pepper farm. And yes, people think I'm fresh cut slim. You don't know nothing about this. I'm gonna show you my pepper farm. Let's go in here. Let's take a look.
It's actually kind of cool. I've actually low-key wanted a pepper farm. I might get a pepper farm when I move out eventually. That'd be pretty cool.
Let's see. Come on. So, let me reiterate that again. All right,
They're
folks?
cute.
So here's what we got for you. We got the Apocalypse Scorpion right here. You see them. These don't matter. These are just succulents.
So are these peppers spicy?
We got some Red Bull horns. And these things, they don't really have much in terms of spiciness. But they're fast growing, easy to grow, and fast to germinate. I have to thin these guys out. And I might have to thin them again some more.
Why are you carrying yourself like a supervillain for literally just like cooking some like green pepper sprouts in some pots? Like you're like you're acting like you're one of those like evil mad scientists in like one of those movies, but you're literally just growing peppers.
And then over here we got the papriks. They're not as hot. They're hotter than
Papriks,
these
okay.
guys, but not as hot as that. Yeah. Anyway, Anyways, we also got the dragon's breath.
Oh.
The hottest peppers around that you can commercially get.
Wow.
I can feel how hot they are right now. We got some ghost
Is that true? I do hear that with the very, very, very spicy peppers, you literally need to be wearing gloves if you're going to hold them.
I believe these are the regulars and these are the blood ghosts. I don't know which ones are going to come out. Then we got Genghis Khan pepper right in here. And then we got the Reapers. Don't fear the Reaper, they'll say. And then we got a rabbit's fern, foot fern. So, come on down to Angry Canadian Farms.
This looks like you know, like if you see like there was like a school shooter or something, and then they're like, oh, you know, internet sleuths find the social media account of the mass shooter. Like it looks like it looks like this. I'm sorry, but it's true.
Well, certainly.
Oh my goodness.
A good way when we're there done growing. Oh yes.
Like what is this, dude?
Yes,
It's so
they will
corny.
be done growing. Can't wait for them to be done. Probably when my semester at school ends, but who cares about that?
Oh my goodness. Okay, so now we know what your peppers are like. Let's look at the face reveal, because this is the moment of truth right here.
What's up, guys? It's the Angry Canadian here. Oh boy, but I just stumbled over there. I swear I didn't have any booze. All right, let's see. Let's see what we got here. Oh boy. All right, folks. We have had to adjust a bit. Look at this. I don't need to water them for people who know. Basically because the soil is already wet. We have to thin these guys out. Look at them. Look at them coming in nicely.
Oh, interesting. I thought that you had to water all plants when you grow them.
Yeah, these guys are also going good. So people are saying, is this my actual face? It is. It is my actual face. And then look at this.
Wait, is that a face reveal? Yo, that's pretty funny. Yo, that's a good one. That's good. That's good.
Yep, you're still lit. You got
Oh man.
Ghosts, Reapers, Genghis Khan. You got Ghost. You got Apocalypse Scorpion, Dragon's Breath, and the Red Bullhorn, and a Rabbit's Foot Fern. Yeah. This is probably the last you'll see of me for a bit. I'll have to water them tomorrow, probably. But yeah.
Okay, so you do water the peppers in.
And yeah. People are going to wonder, how are they going to be able to hear me? Well, I've done experiences with masks. Because I worked in a haunted house. So I can easily articulate masks very well. That's why you can hear me clearly.
I like how you slip from like your like creepy man persona voice into your normal voice very slowly. I know what your normal voice sounds like because we've streamed like interviews or conversations on YouTube before. But it's like you slowly go into like your normal voice here. Very interesting.
So I can easily articulate masks very well. That's why you can hear me clearly. Because I know how to do it without fucking up my vocals. All right. I just can't see without my glasses. Anyways, have a good night.
You wear glasses too? Dude, so do I. We're literally twins. You know, we look the same. Oh, man. That was cool, though. They know they're not supposed to be on my stream. All I had to do was just give him a look. I have a light on. If you know my old like intro video thing, I have that video was taken outside of the door. I've got this sign that says live, and the reason I have that is that the younger siblings who are not supposed to be in here when I'm live, they don't come into the room while I'm live streaming, and they stay out the stream. But I guess they didn't tear or the cable got unplugged, because sometimes the cable gets loose and stuff. So, but anyways, you know what? I was gonna react to something, but if Mr. Pizza is still here, I think I will just have him on. Hold on, let me check this. Let me check this real quick. I'll join the bread line. Oh my goodness. Wait, why is it using... So I'm I'm new to using this computer. The audio settings all got messed up. The input device should be my SM7 fake. That's what I call it. That's what I call this little thing. It's the Fine AM8. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Now everything's sounding back to normal. Super weird, because if you use your earbuds in like a headphones mode, then especially wireless ones, they start to sound all weird. So here, let me message Mr. Pizza and ask him to hop on. You're still free to talk on the stream. So I'm gonna have to cut the stream short because there was actually some stuff that I had planned on doing with my siblings. So I was gonna do the WRL segment. I'll have to cut that. I'll stream tomorrow. I also was going to talk about the whole Elon Musk thing. I'm going to cut that and talk about that tomorrow. But I did want to get Mr. Pizza on here because he's been a long time follower and friend of the stream. I figured that it'd be great to have him back on, kind of sort of in my return to the new setup with me having to rebuild my computer and everything. Oh, what is this? Oh, that's not supposed to look that way. USB video. Oh, I see. Ha! Ha! Discord defaulted to trying to use my capture card. I've got a capture card on here. And so like if I ever get like a game system or whatever, which I suspect I might do when I move out, then I can hook the game system up if I could play on like PS5 but still stream it from my computer. That's why I got the capture card for. But it's getting no footage, so it's looking like this. It should be doing this, right? So that, if you're in the call, then you can see me. So I guess I'll just hang here with the chat until I'll turn on TTS and I'll hang with the chat until Mr. Pizza shows up. And if he doesn't show up within like 15 or so minutes, I'll just ask him if he wants to be on the stream tomorrow. Just because I'll be live tomorrow, so. The young Canadian says, I made you laugh without a YTP. Yes! You can make me laugh without a YTP. You can make me laugh with other things. Like a simple 9/11 joke. Like here, hold on. Oh, excuse me. Like this, for example. Oh yeah, here it is. Look at this. This is one of my favorite comedy routines of all time, or one of my favorite jokes. Look at this.
Hey, for the 9th consecutive year, Nick, JetBlue Airlines ranked first for satisfaction among all North American airlines. But you know what ranked least in satisfaction? 9/11 Airlines. What a terrible name for an airline. It reminds me of that tragedy. Oh, 9/11. Oh, don't laugh at 9/11. I tried to tell him not to laugh. I know. I walked through blood and bones in the streets of Manhattan trying to find my brother. Jesus. Yeah, he was in northern Canada.
I love that. It's basically like he was in northern Canada line. It's just hilarious. Let's see. The young Canadian says your kids walked into your room. No, No, those are my siblings. They are my siblings. They are not my children. I don't have any children. No. If I'm not even gonna go there. No, I don't have any children. The young Canadian says, I just locked my door. I mean, you should. I don't know what that was in reference to. The young Canadian says, why? Because your kids are wanting to play. They're not my kids. They're my siblings. But yes, they did want to play. They actually are planning on playing Fortnite at 5, and they want him to join them. And because of the hard drive that I used for the Windows 11 installation on this computer, I can't play Fortnite because the game is too big. And with all the other games that I have on this computer, it just wouldn't fit. So I'm not going to be able to play Fortnite on this computer. I'm not going to be able to stream it. So no Lego Fortnite streams for the time being. Because, you know, X-Defiant, Power World, and the Halo Master Chief Collection combined took up like hundreds of gigabytes on this hard drive. It was only 500 gigabytes of capacity. So not a whole lot that I'm dealing with there. We have Mr. Pizza here on the line. Mr. Pizza,
sir.
what's up?
What's up? It's been a while.
Yeah, it's been too long.
Yeah, I saw your amazing reaction. You know, I was losing it. You know, I wasn't here at that point, but I was losing it. You know, it was really good. But yeah, it's great to be back. The channel's been doing amazing, man.
Oh, good.
There's
See,
so much
you
I gotta talk
keep
about
quitting. You keep quitting YouTube, so I don't know what era you're in right now. I think the last time I checked, you actually had quit YouTube. So I honestly, until you just mentioned it, I didn't even know that you were back.
I mean, I've been meaning to send you more stuff to react to, but you know. Yeah,
That's crazy.
We're back in full swing. We've been back for a while. Like, it's been good. So, like, 2024, I ended out with a bang for 2024. So, one of the last times I came on and talked to you, I believe I mentioned how I wanted to make, like, an anime power scaling based video, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
Well, let's just say I went through with that idea of making one, and I did, and it popped off at over 10,000 views.
Dude, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Dude,
it was
let me see
crazy.
if I can find your channel again, because I of course had your video in my browser.
I mean, the YouTube page will show only like 9.6 thousand, but on YouTube Studio it showed well over 10,000. It was wow. It was unbelievable to see something like that happen. And then we kind of rode that wave into 2025. We are now. The channel is doing better than it's ever done before. Like, not every video is going to pop off like that one did, by no means. But I've noticed that even if they're not popping off like that one video did, they're doing much, much better than I could ever imagine. Because that video gave me like another 80 to 100 subscribers out of it. It's like, wow. Yeah, it's been
this
wild.
Is good. Wait, so I see here, because I'm looking at your YouTube channel now, you got a YCP PWS, which is that's when you simulate wrestling fights, right?
Oh yeah. PWS is doing great. I plan to wrap up season 2 on WWE 2K20 prior to WWE 2K25's release. That is the idea, and I have an amazing idea to end off season 2. Like, it's already like in my mind how I want to end it. The editing will take some time, but it's 100% worth it.
That's cool. It's cool that you have like these like continuing ideas, but you've also got like more spontaneous things. Like the problem with Naruto and Sasuke, is that how you say it? Sasuke. Oh, Sasuke. In Boruto,
Yeah,
like those are like substantive topics that, like, if you're into those anime, I'm guessing those are going to be interesting discussions.
Oh yeah, it's like the channel remains a variety channel. I think
Very much. I think more than it was before, honestly. Like,
yeah, variety is king. I feel like, and I even put out a little bit of a commentary video, kind of going over why like variety content was better than niche content, or more like which one was better. And I think I made some great points for that.
Interesting. Wait, what were your main points that you talked about? Maybe I can react to that in my next stream, because the stream is going to have to be shorter than I initially planned.
The main points were just kind of like distinguishing between the two of them, how each one worked, the ups and downs of each one as well. And I think that it didn't do very well, but like it's fine.
Yeah.
Because so again, like any video, like sometimes they pop off, sometimes they don't, but it is what it is, you know?
Yeah, and not every video has to pop off, so.
That's true. Because I've just been having so much fun, and we've been doing like those kind of posts, like so for context with the e-productions thing, so there's a little bit of a backstory to this, okay?
Oh, yeah, explain that to me, because I was a little confused as to what I was even watching. I was like, what is this? So yes, explain this to me.
Okay, so obviously, well, me, you know, E-Productions along with other friends have a group chat on Discord, right? And there just so happens that there was another Ethan, Don Ethan Tortellini. He is from the Wildong community, so you probably don't know who
could you say that again? Because it skipped for some reason.
Oh, it skipped? Alright, so basically, me, E-Pro, we're part of a group chat, a bunch of other friends. One of them just how happens to be another Ethan, known as Don Ethan Tortellini. He is from the Wildong community, so you probably don't know him at all, because you're not very familiar with Wildong. But basically, he just told E-Productions one day to just, like, voice over some Thomas the Train clips, so we did, and it all started from there. Now,
wait, is that like a real video I can watch?
It's not posted, but I do, however, have.
That sounds hilarious.
No, I have the video. I got the video clips. I have them stored on my computer.
Ooh, okay.
If you want, I can send them in. I can send them in React requests.
Yeah, I'd love that.
But yeah, I can send you the first two that he ever made, which struck the entire thing that we're making now.
So so are all the audio clips from those skits that he made?
Yes. So basically now me and a bunch of other people now we're sending him anime clips and stuff to voice over, and he does, and he just comes up with the most random hilarious stuff to say. He sends it to us, and he doesn't post it or anything, but like he gives it to us. And I decided one day, because I got super bored. Okay, I'm just like, okay, I like this anime. Wait a minute, I know what to do, because I wanted to start crossing over the dubs that he was making to like other clips he was making and other anime. I wanted to make crossovers out of that for no reason. So it happened, and it's been hilarious. And the first one I posted was Alya sometimes hides her feelings in E-Pro voice acting. Took the anime, took his first ever voice acting, right? And we slapped it together. It's like 2 minutes, but it's like the funniest thing you'll ever see. And the thing is, I never intended to post it to YouTube originally. That was never the intent. I just made it for fun, because I got super bored.
Yeah.
But then I just had to ask him, like, yo, wait, can I post this to YouTube? He's just like, go for it. So I did. Now it's almost at 1,000 views, but we don't talk about that part. and that kind of just struck it all. Now I just like make these random crossovers with his voice with anime and Smosh now, put it together. I think it's hilarious, and he's given us more material just today that I obviously have downloaded that I plan to work with. It's just it's so much fun.
That's so cool. Like, because I remember when we were talking, I think it was one of the times when you had said that you were quitting YouTube. I forget which time you said that. But you were talking about how your goal was to get like 1,000 subscribers, and then you got that and you weren't sure what to do next.
Right.
But I think the key thing to like be staying consistent in YouTube and making YouTube content is to enjoy the craft and enjoy the process of either streaming or making videos. Could be talking, it could be like writing up the script, it could be doing the editing, but some aspect of that you have to love and enjoy doing in order to be consistent, because otherwise you can maybe go for all the views, you could even get all the views, but you'll get burnt out and you'll hate what you do, or more likely you'll just get bored and distracted. It's not going to make you any money, so you just leave. It seemed like that happened to you a few times, but now you finally found like a workflow and a system to where you're doing things that you love and you're making stuff that you're proud of and that you want to share and show to other people. Like, it seems like you're in the optimum spot of like 95% of YouTubers who, honestly, like, let's be honest, most YouTubers aren't making money. So it's really cool, and I'm very happy for you and your success.
Right. It's been great. Because, and yeah, like you've said before, like the person has quit YouTube a few times in the past, right? And I guess to understand at that point, I just found that I was getting burnt out, I feel like, from stuff at that point, and I just lost that motivation and didn't want to do it. And I thought I was getting to that stage where, well, maybe I just gotta quit. Maybe it's just not for me anymore. But then I found that's just not the case. I've been locked in now with the channel because I'm just making stuff that I really enjoy, and I think that's just what's keeping the thing going, is enjoying the work that I'm making. And
that's what's up.
I know, like, you reacted to the first part of the animation. I gotta talk about this, man. I remember. I don't know if you've been. Because we all know
did you release the rest of that?
You originally reacted to the first part of that series. And yes, notice how I said series, because for that first part that you reacted to, I don't think you reacted to any of the other ones, but the story of it's progressed, and now I'm wrapping it up. Like sometime next week, like the final product should be out, the final part of this saga, and then I'm gonna compile everything together and release it as one big video, which I hope you'll be reacting to, because like
I want to react to the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna have it compiled very soon, because I'm on the finishing stages of the final part, and you know, E Productions is still voice acting, which is great. Lennox O has actually done some voice acting work as well. Lennox O got to voice one of the characters.
That's cool.
So that's great, and it's going really well, and it's been a lot of fun. And you'll definitely see like an improvement somewhere. Like, you'll definitely see some improvement from like everything being put together, for sure.
Is it all rotoscoped? Because I think the first part of it was rotoscoped, right?
Yes, it all is, but like I'm getting more creative with that. You know, finding ways to like mash more things together, and it's working.
That's
so
cool.
Much fun, man.
Yeah, I was asking because rotoscoping, from how you described it, is extremely difficult and it takes a long time to do. It's arguably harder, or more time consuming than making your own fight choreography, even if it's not technically as creative.
Some people might say it is, but like,
I was just wondering, like, it might take you a long time to make this stuff, right? If you're just like referencing what's already been made, copying it down,
Right. Oh, like
rather than just like letting whatever comes to your mind, you know, get down onto the page or whatever, you know.
Right. I mean, there's no doubt that it still takes like a good amount of time to do, but it's more time consuming than it is difficult, if that makes sense. But I mean, rotoscope, as we already know, some people love it, some people hate it. It is what it is. But like, that's how animation started out in the first place. Like, the first ever animations, cartoons, all that came out was rotoscoped. That's how animation was invented. That's how it was created. And people just over the years get butthurt if you trace over something. It's just like, buddy, that's how animation started, so shut up.
I didn't even know that. Yeah, I know it's controversial, but like, if you're doing what you like, doing it, like, you shouldn't really care about what those people had to say,
right?
Unless you're trying to pander to them, which why would you? You know,
right? The animation is great. It's one of my proudest productions, I gotta say, for sure. And the funny E Productions voiceover dubs, I find them comedy gold. Like, I mean, E Productions himself loses it over them as well. And it's fun to post because it's just like, why not? It's fun to make. Why not share it? It's hilarious. Let's give people a good laugh.
Yeah.
And they're all very well received. Like, people have actually laughed and they've enjoyed it and they want more, which is a good thing.
Yeah, it's cool, and you should keep on making stuff like that. Just because
there's no intention to stop.
Yeah, like you found a good formula, you found a good way to make people laugh. I think it's fire. Like, the nice thing about variety is you're gonna try out some different things, but if you find something that you do that you really enjoy doing or a lot of people like, then you can be consistent with that, but still do other stuff. Like, you've got PWS, which some people seem to love, and you could keep on doing that consistently while still making other types of content. So it's like the best of both worlds, because you're consistent, but you're also doing variety.
Right, and you definitely saw some YTP stuff recently. So for just like the background of that, you probably know David Studio. Maybe
David
Studio was definitely
probably not.
He was dubbed, but he was like a much smaller YTP creator that was very much around the Mr. Pizza channel. Made some YTPs of me and everything. And it was great. He has moved on from YTPs. He has moved on to making his own animated series, opposed to doing YTP stuff now. So just like
that's so cool, dude.
YTP reactions. Yeah, so like the past reactions that you saw was just me giving him like a send off from YTPs and giving his final work the reaction that it deserved, because it was very well put together. Like, even in that YTP, he was putting his own like animations into it as well. And it was so creative. It was a lot of fun. There's only 2 parts of it, because like I did one part which was like around 20 minutes, but then I just decided, instead of continuing to make part after part after part, just react to it all, the rest of it all at once, and post it. And then I had the title it Farewell David Studio.
That's nice.
Which was good, because it's just like I didn't have to put YTP in the title, which it doesn't get as much attention, but that doesn't really matter to me, because like if I'm going to react to a YTP, which is like extremely rare these days,
right?
I would make it to where it's not YTP in the title, so that it doesn't get a ton of like traction, and it doesn't like reattract the YTP community to like flock back to the channel, right?
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
It still allows me to react, have fun if I want to, but also not worry about like everybody flocking back.
Yeah, that's fair, because bruh, those people are toxic, man. It's crazy.
Yeah. They're the worst community on all of YouTube, and we've been over this. But
after watching some of the Destiny stuff, like, there are worse communities, believe me.
It's like it's something for sure.
Yeah,
and those like crossover dubs with ePro's voice acting and everything is kind of YouTube poop, but not necessarily. It's more just like meme than it is YouTube poop.
I think it's YTP still. It came off as a YTP, but it's like,
for me, I feel like it comes more off. It's like people that know the YTPs well would know that Spadinner is a very common like trope in it, where like taking voice from like old clips, like the CDI stuff, like from Hotel Mario and stuff like that. It was very iconic. And
wait, Spadinner is a technique? I thought it was a
Spadinner was its own technique of YouTube poop. It basically like taking voiceover clips from like the CDI games of like Zelda and Hotel Mario, taking the voice clips from those cutscenes, which are terrible, but like in a funny way, and it became its own thing. So it's kind of like modern Spadinner, but it's e-productions, which I think is kind of funnier. I think it's funnier than YouTube poop, personally.
Honestly, when you guys mentioned Spadinner in my Discord server, I literally thought that that was a YouTuber. So when you said like Spadinner and you used it like a genre, I was like, what is this?
It's like it's kind of YouTube poop, but like at the same time, I mean, there's some YTP element to it for sure. Like like one thing that I really like doing is like, why not? I'll take his dub overs, right? And like I'll go through them, And yes, I will do the sentence mixing YTP technique where I kind of like splice the words together, and
that's cool.
which is very fun to do because it can create like more dialogue, and it's just it makes no sense, but that's the funny part. It's not supposed
Right, and that's kind of the point as well.
There's like no plot. There's not supposed to be. It's just laugh.
Yeah.
Or in your case, look, just stare at the camera in disbelief, like, what the heck am I watching?
I almost fell back in my chair, but yeah, like, I mean, if hey, you know, you make it Y2P, do it like that. I mean, you can get either of those reactions out of me for sure.
Yeah, and I sent like the link to this. I sent the link of the stream to E Productions himself, and I don't know if he ever said anything in the chat, but he did go back and watched your reaction to that thing. He did go back and rewatch it, and he also he thought it was hilarious when you just stared at the camera at the end in disbelief. So I think it's safe to say he loves your reaction as well.
That's so cool. That's so cool. I'm glad you appreciate it, because part of me wonders, like, if I'm reacting to someone, like, or to something, and I like don't know what to say because I don't know what I'm observing, like, I'm like, is that even good content? Like, I'll add something on to the end where I sort of like break down my full thoughts, but it's like, what did I even see? Like, should I have watched something more substantive? But I'm glad that you guys got something out of that for sure.
Right, and the funny thing is, like, there's still 2 other types of videos like that on the channel if you wanted to react to those as well.
Ooh, nice. Send those into the react requests, and I'll get to them in tomorrow's stream.
All right, yeah, I'll send you the links to the other 2. And the funny thing is, like, and the best thing is, no copyright claims from it either, especially since I was using anime. Like, no copyright claims whatsoever, which was fun.
Oh, that's good. Yeah, because that can be hard to do with YTPs, you know.
Right, and it's like, if you're wondering, like, the audio clips will roughly be around the same, but it's like the context of it that's different. And I think that one thing that makes it really funny in the sense is the context of the clips of when I'm using the audio. Like, I think the context of the scene that's going on that goes a long way in making it even funnier.
Yeah, well, that's just part of the genre too. It takes the context and then it subverts your expectations as far as what someone would say in that scenario, which is, I guess, maybe one reason why YTPs slowly over time seem less funny to me, is because the whole joke is subverting the expectations. Like, like, I don't know. If someone says, like, actually no, I was gonna make a joke, but it's a little edgy. But anyway, it's like, you could substitute like a random word when like someone is asking a question, and it becomes the YTP joke because it's not something that you would expect to hear. But then once you like condition yourself to expect those sort of responses, to me at least, it's like, oh well, I know what's coming. You're just gonna say poopy butt again, you know? So, like,
in general, like, I'll just link you to the main one that came out, because that's the one that started off the entire series. So in React Request, you have a link. That was the entire start of this entire trope.
And I'll just send you this one because, like, pro voice acting.
Yep. It started it all. It's the longest one. It's like 2 minutes, but like it had me and Ethan dying of laughter, and we still joke about it even now that it's released. We just find some of the scenes to the point where it's just like, it will never not be funny to us.
That's great. That's great. Well, I do have to run.
Fair warning, there is a volume warning. There's loud bits in it, so.
Oh, well, that's fine, because I have a compressor on the desktop audio, which is supposed to mitigate that. Hopefully you saw that in the stream earlier.
And it's just like, and you keep the video like down as well, as because I'm just like, oh wait, I forgot to give him a volume here. Oh well, he's not jump scared by it, so he's okay.
Yeah.
I think.
I've already got the volume down a little bit, so.
Yeah, I can't wait to see your reaction to that other one. It has the most plot, I will say, because ePro has recently made it. Because ePro has made another set of dubs using that exact anime, other episodes of it. But, and one of the things when he was dubbing over it, he referenced something to the hat video right there, and it was fun. Like, oh my god, there's plot. There, guys, we got plot.
That's great, dude. That's awesome. Well, I do have to run because I've got little kids downstairs who want me to play Fortnite with them. Right. But I appreciate you both tuning in and hopping onto the stream, because it's always nice to see a familiar face into the Discord, and chat it up with you guys here and there. So hopefully we can have you on the stream more often, especially as I game, like if I plan on grinding X-Defiant once I get more time, and it'd probably be better to do that with someone here in the Discord versus just by myself.
Right. I look forward to your other reaction. I look forward to it. I mean, you're probably just gonna be sitting there in disbelief and like, ew, or what the heck is going on? And I'm just gonna be in the background I'm just gonna be watching your reaction to it live and just dying of laughter.
Could be, but I mean, you did say there was plot, so I probably will be at least moderately engrossed in all of that.
So fair warning. Like I said, I may die of laughter. So if you don't hear anything from me ever again, I died.
You heard it here, folks. Mr. Pizza has predicted and announced his imminent death. But in the meantime, before that happens, and while Mr. Pizza is still alive, Mr. Pizza, why don't you tell the audience where would be the best places for them to find you?
YouTube, the one and only YouTube. Subscribe to the Mr. Pizza channel. Do it right now. I shouldn't have to say this anymore. I think everybody gets the gist now to subscribe.
That's what's up.
Because YouTube's not the only place you'll find me. The Twitch thing that you checked out, I don't do Twitch anymore. It's nice to have the account though, because I follow a lot of streamers on it. So if I want to watch Twitch, I tried getting into Twitch. It didn't go anywhere, so we don't talk about that though.
And I do not blame you. But ladies and gentlemen, it's been Mr. Pizza here. Thanks for hopping on to the stream.
Yep, thanks for having me, man. Enjoy the next clip when you react to it.
Yeah, we'll do. I'll be. Oh, hold on. Oh, sorry, my screen went black. I thought you left. Okay. Anyways, all right. Yeah. Peace out, man.
All right. See ya, man.
Dude, I'm so confused. My screens sometimes it literally will like go black and then turn back on again. So I thought that he left, but I was like, why is the screen just black instead of like it showing my face instead? I was very confused. But anyways, thanks for everyone who tuned in. I do appreciate each and every one of you who decided to leave a chat and comment. You guys are you guys help the stream a lot. I like looking at your messages. Sometimes you have interesting things to say. I forgot to turn on the auto duck there, but yeah, I just want to give shout outs to everyone in the chat like I normally do. Shout out to the Angry Canadian, Mr. Pizza as well. Thanks for hopping onto the stream. Also, E Productions. Nice work with the vocals there. That was pretty fun. To watch and observe. And David Studio Animations. I wish you the best in making your animated series. The animated series sounds like fun. So hopefully all that goes well and you learn more about animation as things go on. But yes, that's all that I have for you guys today. I'll be doing my planned political stuff in the next stream. I just didn't have time for it today, unfortunately, because time got crunched. So thanks everyone who decided to tune in. I'll be live tomorrow. Check my Discord server for the exact time of when I will be live, and also check out the Non-Newbie Highlights channel where I upload videos on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at noon, made of segments from the streams. It's great if you have consistent time to watch YouTube but don't have consistent time to watch a whole stream. You can get I don't know, like a smidgen of my content in like a 5 to 10 or sometimes even 30-minute chunk. So you can go over there, check that out if you desire. Yeah, David Studio Animations and E Productions in the chat says thank you. No, thank you guys. Thank you guys for hopping in the chat. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for making the content as well. With Mr. Pizza, that's pretty cool, and I'm looking forward to watching the rest of the stuff that you guys made tomorrow. But that's all I have for you guys. Peace out. Hope you guys enjoy the rest of your day.